First down, dogs.
All right, week 15, West Industry Athletics. I got the week right. I got the name of the show right. Do we have any sponsors? We might have a sponsor. We didn't talk about that yet. It's coming up. Feeling good about it.
Why don't you tease it?
Nah, it's too early.
You just did.
Yeah, that was it. Tune in next week to hear about the sponsor. Week 14 is in the books. We don't have a guest again because we kind of suck, but we're definitely having a guest next week. Katie Cash is coming back, and she's already talking shit, already saying I'm a jinx again.
Already trying to get the same picks as you.
What else? Season? No, not saying that. But no more buys.
Only 4 weeks left.
Only 4 weeks left. No more buys.
We could say that now.
Everybody's jockeying for playoff position, which we'll get into. And Saturday games are here.
Yes.
Big surprise.
4 out of 7 days every week now you're getting. Is that right?
NFL football, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Nice.
That was a big surprise. And then I also heard that one of the playoff games is going to be a Monday night, they said.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Yep.
I'll be asleep for that.
There's so many networks now that are vying for the games. So then they're like, yeah, we'll put football on every day.
It's crazy.
You're going to pay for it. We're going to put it on. We're going to make a shitload of money.
That's wild.
Like Nickelodeon broadcast NFL games.
No.
Yeah, that whole
they did last year.
That whole slime time thing, right?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, they did the one game, and all the PMT guys got Trubisky voted as the Nickelodeon VP. So it's the NVP.
Oh
He didn't even play, but they spammed the vote that he won the award and had to go accept the award as a quarterback that didn't even play in the game.
Wow.
It's like, how young can we get these kids hooked on this fucking NFL thing?
Yeah, it's a drug.
That's exactly what it was.
Smart.
I mean, when you turn on that station, you get a touchdown. The end zone turns green. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So looking at a recap of week 14, it's been a while, but Johnny Parlay back.
Wow.
Back in the saddle again. Good old Brady jersey does its trick.
It does.
I'm going to rub it instead of rubbing my belly the entire show this time. Skin tight TB12 jersey brings me some good luck. I was in here looking like that Buddha last week with this thing on.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were.
And if I didn't take the Jets, I could have been having champagne right now.
You could have been having champagne. It's got to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, it hurts. But I'll take the 4-1. I feel good about it. Kurt Money, another winning week, 3-2, keeps rolling. And then Mo Lewis.
Fourth time.
1-4.
Wow.
Yep.
It's going to be a good record to try and beat next year.
Anything?
So,
Anything?
no, I got nothing.
I mean, I'm sure you'll have stuff when we get into the recap of the games.
Quite angry.
For a couple things.
Yeah.
Couple 2-3 things.
Like if you lose the games, I'm okay with losing the games. It happens. I was very angry Sunday for the losses that I took.
Understandable.
I know one of them.
And then Takeout Takes 4 weeks in a row.
Kind of goes with the whole favorites winning type situation, right?
Ooh, yeah. A couple of things on that, too.
Right.
That's right in. So the update for the season. Kurt Money lengthens his lead. He's now 18 games over 500. A miraculous 18 games over 500.
Jeez Louise.
44, 26, and 1. I move back into second place, 37, 30, and 4. Trips in third at 37, 33, and 1. And one bad week away from dipping below 500.
Ooh.
I know.
Like, I got to really, really shit the bed for a couple weeks to get back to a silly record.
You know, I don't want to jinx you, but I feel like we're past that time of the season.
Yeah?
I think so.
It gets tricky now.
I'm sure.
I don't know.
I'm sure I'll say a couple stupid things.
You got teams that are mailing it in. You got other teams that have to play hard. A lot of divisional games.
Well, you say
My
this
confidence is coming off of 4-1, so I'm like, yeah, it's fucking easy.
right away. You say about mailing it in. I'm watching the In the Hunt graphics. Some of these teams that are in the hunt, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's embarrassing.
6 and 7 teams that are on playoff
Atlanta,
bound.
didn't they get shut out twice and they're in the hunt right now? Like,
don't worry, they'll
crazy.
They'll be put to bed this week.
They either put up 6 points or 28 points. There's no in between with them.
it just doesn't make any sense. That's the problem with the extra week right there, right off the bat.
And Takeout Takes is now above 500, and somehow I'm keeping score in this. Like some weeks I only count one pick. This week I decided to count two.
Oh, you
So
counted two? Nice.
10 and 9. 10, 9, and 1.
Got them over 500.
So that's last week in the season, and we're moving on. Week 14 NFL recap. First game, the Jets and the Saints.
Man, Zach Wilson improve yet?
The Saints knew the perfect cure for 5 straight losses, and it was the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Right? Kamara comes back, goes for 120 yards and a touchdown. Zach Wilson looked befuddled from the fucking opening whistle. No Elijah Moore in this game, which gets announced right beforehand. Doesn't help at all, although, probably wouldn't have mattered. The Jets suck.
No, it
right?
wouldn't have mattered. And the running back was awful.
Well, running back. I think Zach Wilson was the leading rusher.
Yeah.
Oh, God. He was trying to do his impression of Josh Allen. It didn't work. I don't know. You're the Jet guy. Is he? He's not improving at all, right?
No, not looking good.
Yeah.
Fucking good.
Missing wide open guys.
Wide open
like,
guys.
Not want to say missing, but making the wrong reads, and there's like breakdowns all over the internet, like of guys that are running open and he's just not even looking their way. He's never
he's
getting
not
to
even
his
seeing it.
Yeah.
Throwing behind, throwing
right.
in front of people, throwing above people,
So how
throwing
does-
at their feet.
So how does that happen?
I don't know. I don't want to talk about this. The Jets
Like
suck.
you'd almost rather him make the right read, but throw the ball off a little bit, maybe here or there.
Right.
When you're not even making the right read, and then you're throwing fucking behind guys. Oof.
Christ. I stopped watching after Kamara scored the touchdown. I kind of knew they were going to take it away.
They suck. Dolphins this weekend. Saints are one of those in the hunt teams.
While we talk about the Saints, did anybody just see that coming attraction with what's his face playing Sean Payton on Netflix?
Yeah,
No, yeah,
Kevin
yeah,
James.
yeah.
What
What
is
the
that
fuck?
about? What? I thought it was a joke. That's crazy.
I'd be so insulted if I was Sean Payton. Really?
They're going to show the season that
Kevin
he was
James is a fucking superstar.
that he was suspended.
No,
He's one of my all-time
love him,
favorite actors.
But you wouldn't be a little.
Mostly because we look alike.
Is he really one of your favorite actors?
I think he's amazing.
I
He's
think
not a
he's
good
kind of
actor.
cheesy.
The guy's fucking very successful.
I think he's hysterical.
I think he was very good on a sitcom.
All right, so
Movies are
actor,
tough.
being good actor is not the right word, you know?
Right, and that's what I'm saying is he's not a good actor because some of the movies it's like wow, he's pretty
super
good.
cheesy.
But I think he's hysterical. I've pretty much watched every movie he's ever been in.
Yeah, I think that kind of goes with terms with
It's like
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, he's not a great actor, but I love his stuff.
right. I just thought that was weird, but yeah,
It is
Jets
very
suck.
weird, and it's gonna be about him coaching like the
It's-
year he was
It's
suspended.
him that he
right?
was suspended, and he went to his son's like high school team
Yeah.
or something like that.
No, I think he was even younger than that.
Is it real?
Yeah,
Is it a
yeah.
real
Oh, that,
story?
no, that did happen. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What's your favorite Kevin James movie or show of all time?
I'd have to say I didn't watch it when it was on TV, but King and Queens was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It was a funny show, but I watched it like totally in reruns.
One of like the top rerun shows of all time.
Yes.
But movies tough. I mean, I thought he was the cheesiest in Grown Ups. I don't think I have a movie. That gay firefighter movie wasn't really that great.
Yeah,
It wasn't. It wasn't that good.
What about when he was like the zookeeper? You see that one?
No, it wasn't good.
You know, it was a good movie. Here Comes the Boom, where he's a
You like
UFC
that?
fighter.
I don't
I
know.
did not see that one.
It's a good movie.
I
Have you
don't
seen any Kevin James movies?
Yes.
All right.
I've seen the Paul Blarts. I've seen Grown Ups.
Paul Blart. What about Paul Fart on Instagram? You haven't followed that guy?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's amazing.
Because of you. Yes.
Yeah, that
Paul
guy's
Fart
great.
is great.
All right, so that's the Jets. The other awful local New York team, Giants and the Chargers. Chargers cover 37-21, barely. No Keenan Allen, no Derwin James in this one for LA. Doesn't matter. Chargers get their second win in a row.
He threw bombs.
275 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Chargers are back.
I will say, I don't agree with all this talk. I know you don't listen to sports radio really, but I don't agree with this talk of getting rid of Joe Judge right away. I really,
Why?
because
It's time to clean
if
house.
You just cleaned
Clean house.
house.
Well, Gettleman's got to go.
That's an
Before Joe
awful,
Judge.
awful organization right
You
now.
have to stay with a
No.
coach.
I'm
Yeah,
not a firm
I
believer
agree.
of GM and coach from separate regimes. It never works. It's one or the other. One's got to go first, and then the other one's got to go.
Well,
you know?
then you got to start two at the same time because I think changing your coaches every 2 years, every 3
I
years
agree with
is
you
a
there.
big problem.
But
It's a big problem.
they're not even showing
Enough's
life.
enough.
And I thought I won this game all day long.
7-7
What,
after
picking the
one.
Giants?
I thought I had the Chargers. When he sent out, I think you made a comment or something like that in my blackout Sunday night. I was like, what is he talking about? I know I won the Giant game.
That's so funny.
And I was like, oh, my fucking dumbass picked it. Why the fuck would I pick the Giants? I was so angry.
We almost got the cover. The Chargers scored 30 straight. It was 7-7. The Chargers scored 30 straight points, and then the Giants fucking make it interesting.
Yeah, they made it somewhat interesting. Chargers defense is not that good, and I'm wondering if Eckler's hurt. I think he got hurt.
He's questionable.
Do you hear what he
this
said too?
No.
He said, "If you keep on working me this hard, you're not going to have me at the end of the season."
I think at this point,
week.
everybody's
Fuck
hurt.
says that?
I have a guy who
I agree with the statement, but that's to say that.
right
Sounds like an OBJ statement.
sounds like a guy who wants a new contract soon. And he's
But
getting,
he is listed. I saw it today. He was on the questionable.
Along with everybody else in the NFL.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's getting bad.
The Giants suck. They get the Cowboys this weekend, and the Chargers are looking good. Look like they make the playoffs. But big game, KC.
Yeah, that's what the Chargers do. They're
Yeah.
up, they're down, they're up.
Yep.
They look. Herbert looks like phenomenal quarterback. Oh my God, he's the next big quarterback in the league. And then he's pedestrian for 2-3 weeks in a row.
No matter what, this one has to be a game for them. Like even if they lose and they succumb to KC, who's on fire, it
gotta
has to be a game.
Keep it close.
Yeah.
Put some points up.
Yes.
Going around the NFL, first heartbreaker of the game. The Bills and the Bucks. Tom Brady still owns the Bills, right? As you said.
God Almighty. Poor Josh Allen. He tried so hard.
Brady's 10th straight win against the Bills. He goes for 363 and 2 touchdowns, runs for another. Bucs win in overtime despite blowing a 21-point halftime lead.
Oh, yeah. A lot of leads blown this week.
Yeah.
And that was one of them. I counted that game out. I definitely texted you guys saying that they suck, the Bills, and they just pulled you in to watch that last minute of the game. Blink of the eyes, it's over already.
The Bills can't run the ball.
Can't.
They didn't even try in the
This is
beginning.
another one. Josh Allen was a leading rusher, I think, in this game.
I think they were well into the second quarter, and he was the only one who carried the ball.
Who is it? Singletary?
Singletary, a little bit of Moss.
Singletary had one run that was 30 yards when he finished the game like 40-something yards.
But he only had 6 carries.
Terrible.
The Bucs have the number 1 rush defense in the league. I get that, but they couldn't run the ball against the Pats. They couldn't run the ball.
Right.
They're not built for playoff football, so they're in a lot of trouble right now.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's fucking awesome. The kid he's a ton of fun to watch play, but they're in trouble if they don't get that running game fixed or figure something else out, and that might mean a lot more Josh Allen design runs.
Yeah,
because you have to.
And he got hurt. Did he leave in a walking boot or something too?
I think he did. Yeah, I think he did. But there was definitely a couple design runs that I haven't seen in the last couple games that
you don't have a choice anymore. And what the Bucs do is they're the best in the league against the run the first 3 quarters. And then in the fourth quarter, they always back off and just play nothing but the pass. So, like, you look at the stats, and I know, like, Warren Sharp was breaking it down last week. You look at the stats, and they're the worst rush defense in the fourth quarter of every game. Crazy. The whole entire year. It's because we're just either up or we switch it and we say, go ahead, run the ball. Yeah. Take some time off. Yeah.
Yep.
Bucs are looking good, though. They're closing in on another on divisional title, 4 games in a row. It's coming.
But they're not looking unbeatable.
No.
For years it was like it was almost annoying. Like that, I fucking despise Tom Brady. I hate him.
No, he would destroy people.
And it was they look like it's going to take a perfect game to beat him, And now
they leave teams in the game. They lights go out on them sometimes too.
Weird, even when they're plugged in. even when they're plugged in, that's kind of weird.
So I mean, Bills are in a tough spot. Bucs are looking good. Buffalo's will get right this weekend though. They got Cam Newton.
Oh God,
he's fucking terrible.
Sucks.
That whole team is crazy. It's like, all right, Walker, you're in. All right, Walker, sit.
Big game for the Bucs this weekend too. They got the Saints who beat them earlier this season.
It's gonna be a good game.
A lot happening here right now.
There's a lot going on. A lot going on in the office here. Come on down to the warehouse. We got a lot of movement.
The second game, the 49ers and the Bengals. I don't know what happened here. I was with Tripp on this one. I love the fucking Bengals in this game.
You guys also hate the 49ers.
Love the Bengals.
You guys
game.
really
hate them. I just bet against them all year, and I bet the under for their futures.
Close game.
This fucking game.
Again, they had to make it close, the Bengals. They got off to a shit start again, which is really, really killing them. Again, a team with no identity.
Yeah. 49ers, on the other hand. George Kittle, what a game.
Two in a row.
Unbelievable.
You're telling me you can't, like, nobody could cover. You know where the ball's going.
Mm-hmm.
You know where it's going.
He's even more fun to watch in the running game.
I know he's big. He's so big, but
monster.
I just can't believe that, a 3rd and 11. Just cover Kittle.
Yeah.
Garoppolo didn't look that great. Like, I know they played well, but he still looked off.
No, he made
he looked good.
I'm not impressed. A lot of the guys had to make like circus catches. And that was their big plays.
What about that Ayuk play at the end of the game to stay in bounds to get that touchdown?
Yes,
it was
a great play. Too bad he was nowhere to be found the first 7 weeks of fantasy.
Right.
Sorry.
Burrow had a decent game, finds Chase twice. The Niners get to 500 with the Falcons this week on the schedule, so they'll be above 500. And then the AFC North, your division, is a fucking muddy mess.
Listen, gross. I know you're going to bring up that game now, right?
Oh, yeah, actually, I am.
Yeah, you might as well, because it's the most disappointing game.
Yeah. I mean, I was asleep for this one, and this guy was shitting blood the whole game. So
you were asleep. What are you doing asleep at?
No, I wasn't even paying attention for some part.
Oh wait, you're bringing up the Steelers. I thought you were bringing up the Brown game.
No,
okay, you're bringing up the Steelers. I thought we forget about Thursday night games. We're going to talk about it.
We got to talk about this one.
Let me tell you something. When it's 29-0, all I want to do, I want to tell myself, is to go to sleep. Just go to sleep. It has no effect on you. And then all of a sudden, they scored. Oh, they just got an interception. Oh, Minnesota's still throwing the ball? Oh, okay. Wait, we're only a touchdown away? Dude, it came down to the last goddamn play.
It's crazy.
I hate it.
Dude, I had the Vikings. I had the over. I had props on it, and I was killing the game, and I just stopped paying attention at 29-0. And then all of a sudden, I was like, let me just peek back. Holy shit. I was like, they're going to do it again. The fucking Vikings are going to do it again.
It's crazy.
29 points.
And it wasn't even like, all right, like the onside kick attempt, oh, here we go. Like, you don't have to worry that much. Fucking dude drove down the field. If it wasn't Chase Claypool being a fucking asshole.
What a dick.
Yeah.
They have one more play. The guy, it was a great defensive play, but he drops the winning the touchdown. I was like, are you
And then
fucking serious?
Claypool tried to blame it on the linesman.
Yes,
He tried to blame it on the linesman. Get up off your knees and run. I think they showed Hopkins, or they showed like a couple
Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah. They showed him just hammer it to the line, hand the ball off to the ref. That was embarrassing, and I've been saying that like every primetime game they have, they celebrate every first down, which is out of control. Great throw by Ben at the end of that game.
Unbelievable by Ben.
I'm not mad at the tight end at all. He's a rookie. Just he couldn't grab it.
Freiermuth? Something like that.
Muth.
That's an awesome
They went
name.
from going with Heath Miller to Muth. But what I don't understand is your running back is running for over 200 yards, and you're still having Kirk Cousins pass the ball in a primetime game.
Yeah.
Doesn't anybody know the stats? Doesn't anybody know the stats?
Keep giving him the ball.
Just
what
keep
did
giving
Big
him the
Ben
ball.
scream at the coach? I think it was the second quarter. He had gotten sacked for like the
Second
fourth time.
quarter. I was outside of my garage drinking, smoking cigarettes in the second quarter.
I think it was a third or fourth. I'm almost positive it was a fourth sack in the first half, and he comes off and he yelled something at Tomlin, yelled at Tomlin demonstratively, pointed and put his hand towards him. I was like, oh shit! Like Mike Tomlin's not a dude I would yell at.
Yeah, no way.
Ever.
No way.
And I don't know what was said. I'm dying to know. I kept looking for it. I didn't see anything that anyone knew. But it was like either he was obviously bitching about the offensive line because they're horrendous.
Offensive and defensive line.
Yeah.
He brought it up in the post game press conference. I saw it the next day. They called him JV, both of them.
Oh yeah?
Really? Shit.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, you know what the second half Roethlisberger thing reminded me of, like in the wrestling when it's like they get to the 2 count.
Oh, yeah.
And it comes up.
They just
Hulk just starts shaking his hand like, I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. Yeah.
I mean, seriously, it's this. Well, besides the Baltimore game, the week before that against the Chargers, they did the same thing.
Yep.
Fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They did the same thing.
They should make him like a closer. Like
Bring him in.
Bring him in.
No,
quarter.
I think it takes that long to get that old ass engine going. You gotta keep cranking.
you realize he's actually in a game.
Yes. Oh, right. Okay. My hip is working.
I thought it was practice.
They got to take more chances. They have players, and you know what? They also drop a lot of passes too. Johnson drops a ton of passes.
Yeah, he does.
A ton of passes.
I want to say they're running out of time, but no one knows in that division what's going to happen. I mean, they can make it. Like 500?
Yeah, they're 6-6-1, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Are they really?
I think so.
I don't
TJ
know.
Watt got hurt though, right? He's out again.
I mean, that
Guy's
defense
always
is
hurt.
up and down. They also had a bad pass interference with Minka Fitzpatrick in that game towards the end, but they had their chances. Kept me up until midnight. Thank you.
Titans this week. They
It's gonna be a good one.
Vikings also kind of somehow still in the hunt. They have the Bears on Monday night.
Almost everybody who has at least 5 wins is still in the hunt.
Yeah. Next AFC North game here.
Fucking bullshit.
Browns.
This is
Ravens.
I'm telling you,
The bad beat backdoor cover of the season.
dude. Could we talk about how much?
No, I don't want to talk about this game at all.
I mean, if you got me in front of this microphone on Sunday at 3:45, I would have said a lot of bad things. Baker Mayfield sucks so bad. Now all of a sudden they can't even get the running game going. I don't understand what's going on with that. They were killing them. Their defense is good. They hurt Lamar Jackson to get him out of the game. And then all of a sudden, I don't even know what I did. I went to basketball practice for my son. I come back and they won 24-22. What the fuck?
24 points in the first half, don't score in the second.
He had 196 yards and 2 touchdowns after the first half. I think he ended with 198 yards and 2 touchdowns in the whole game.
fucking unbelievable.
It doesn't make any sense.
No,
It really doesn't
it's a
make
fucking
any
great
sense.
bet. The Browns as a dog against it's the no regret bet. That's a bet I want to put in again.
It was 100% I would put that bet in every time.
Fucking dumbass back to
Not only that, and then just Lamar Jackson just destroys fantasy seasons.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
Right
God.
before the playoffs,
Yeah.
right? That was a bad week for that. I mean, he has really not had a good season. He had 2 really good games.
Yeah, he's not been good.
2 good games.
Division's a mess. Who the hell wants it?
He's got no running back.
And he can't play in the cold, right?
Cannot play in cold.
I mean, seriously, Cincinnati should be flying away with this division, and they can't do
They
it.
should, yeah.
But what their over under was, I think, 5.5 wins. So it's not like they were expected to.
Was it really that
Yeah,
low
I think
for
it
the
was very low.
Bengals?
Yeah.
Man, they must have really been against Burrow's knee, right?
Ravens got the Packers this
Joe Mixon.
weekend. Spoiler alert there. Definitely taking it. And the Browns have the Raiders. So, and then
On
the last
Saturday.
game. Saturday afternoon. Yep. Then the last game, the Rams, Monday night game, Rams and the Cardinals. Rams had something to prove here. They get the job done.
They did.
Big night from Aaron Donald. Gets to Kyler Murray three
He's
times.
a monster.
3 times.
They came
Did you
out
see the one
angry.
where he threw the defensive tackle at the quarterback?
Yes.
You fucking see the
Yes.
offensive tackle? He was just like, with one hand.
I also saw him miss Connor on a goal line attempt, and you
Oh.
saw how angry he
I thought
got.
he was gonna hurt somebody.
Yeah.
I thought he was just gonna punch somebody because he fucked the play up.
Yeah.
He overran it, reached. Oh man.
Yep. He really, that was like one of the first games that I saw of him that he really came out on
Freak.
fire. It was unbelievable.
He's a freak.
To be in on every play like that.
To be the pass rusher he is from the defensive tackle position is fucking crazy.
Yes.
Like the last guy like that I can think of like from the D tackle spot is like Warren Sapp.
Right.
You know, the rest of your sack guys are all D ends or outside linebackers. Like you're beating a double team on almost every play with either the guard and tackle or the center and the guard, like one way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you can pick up a guy that's 340 pounds and throw him at the quarterback, that's pretty fucking crazy.
Insane.
I still don't think they're using Hopkins enough, Arizona. That guy was like 5'7" on him yesterday.
I gotta take. I don't like Kyler Murray at all.
Really?
I don't like him.
That's
As
kind
a
of
person or as a player?
I'm angry when I watch him play.
I don't think he knows him as a person.
No, you know what I mean.
No, I
might
know
be.
what you mean. I know.
I get the thing that bothers me is most of the time he'll take he'll step out of bounds early to avoid a hit. When he's cornered, he goes down, which I completely understand. You should absolutely do
Definitely.
that. Prolong your career. I think Indianapolis Colts receiver used to do the same thing, and it used to get the fans pissed off. I think it was T.Y. It might have been T.Y.
I hate T.Y.
But he would run out of bounds instead of taking the hit.
Right.
He wouldn't cut back, and if he saw there was no way out, he'd go down and just give himself up. Murray does the same thing most of the time. But those other times he doesn't, he'll slow up towards the sideline, and then he cuts back.
Well,
and he
see-
beats a guy, or he makes the guy look silly, and it's like, oh shit, what a move. It's like, no, they were lightening up.
I think there needs to be some sort of a rule on that. If you're going to bring that up, because you know what? Lamar Jackson does the same thing. He'll run off to the sideline.
I haven't
and then
seen it
he's-
as much as Murray. I haven't noticed
Really,
it.
and I've seen the announcers sometimes talk about it too.
Okay.
And I think that I don't know what rule you have to put in place. For
Something,
that,
yeah.
But
Like,
it's really not fair.
the
in that
NCAA just did it
situation.
with the kid from Pitt, Pickett.
Yeah.
Oh, did they
The
really?
slide.
They put a new rule in that you can't. Once you do that, you're down right where you started it.
Okay. All right.
They got to do something because the guys in the NFL are eventually going to be like, fuck it, I'm hitting him anyway.
Yeah.
Give me the
Yeah.
15. I don't
the
care.
penalty.
Especially if it's in the
Exactly.
first quarter because that's what he deserves. And that really fucking irks me when he does shit like that.
But that's like one of those things, like if you could get away with it, you get away with it. You know what I mean? But I do not agree with it, and I've seen it a lot. And please, I don't know if you saw it, but the whole Beckham running backwards to keep the clock rolling, the internet went nuts with that shit.
I didn't even notice.
So he caught a pass. He had no room to run. So if you run backwards and go out of bounds, the clock continues to run. If you run and go out of bounds, it'll stop. So he wanted the first half to run out of time. So he showed, he was like, run the clock. They talked about it for
he's the smartest guy ever.
for 3.5 minutes that he was the smartest guy ever, and then I got to see 45 posts on Instagram about it. Oh, what a brilliant play. Really? A brilliant, because he knew one rule. He knew. But I don't know. I really don't like ESPN announcers. That guy doesn't stop talking. They have to bring back the Madden cast.
yeah. Greasy was a bit much.
Why isn't that on every week?
I don't know.
January 3rd is the next one. I just saw.
Oh, wow.
January
It's a ways
3rd.
away.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Those guys don't need to
Gonna
do
be
anything.
dead by then.
So the Cardinals got to wait another week to get their playoff spot. They'll get it this week. Although
Oh, sure they will.
COVID.
No, that's true. COVID is going to be
COVID's
coming
going
around.
rapid.
I mean, they shut down the LA facilities this morning. They're like, "Good job winning that game. Now we're going to shut down," and it's gonna hit Arizona.
They got Seattle on Sunday, and then the Cardinals. Lions.
Good thing is the Arizona doesn't need the Lions. Doesn't need all their players to beat the Lions.
Yeah, it's true.
They're terrible.
All right, that's it for Week 14, except for money shots.
Money
I've also
shots!
decided today, since we don't even use this video for anything and no one even knows what's happening,
Yeah,
I'm
don't
not
spread
firing
it.
the fucking gun.
I
today.
know. I mean to make an edit of it, but
That's
it's-
upsetting.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do it on one of your picks.
Wait, the one that he's gonna win?
Oh, boy.
Oh, sorry about
That's
that.
bad radio.
The Bills pulled a Steeler trait new to the 2021 season of only playing offense in the fourth quarter. Nothing like bringing a fan out of a slumber than shooting these hopes down immediately after making the comeback. Johnny Parlay is 1 week closer. Is a week closer of getting that Tom Brady MVP pick settled. Lamar Jackson's doppelganger came in the game down by a ton and made the Brownies assholes tight in the fourth quarter. Leeds Brownies assholes. That goes together. Brownies are shit. Leeds lost. Dallas 24-0. Game ended 27-20. Brownies up 24-3. Game ends 24-22. Brady up 24-23. Needs overtime. 49ers need overtime after their 20-6 lead. These games are as unbalanced as Ben Affleck's sobriety. Apparently, KC's defense is woke. Is it me, or is Urban Meyer doing a great impression of Donald Trump? His favorite word referring to his colleagues is loser, and his only answer to any problem is you're fired. Money shot, bitch!
And you got the COVID thing. I mean,
COVID? What are you talking about? Stop sleeping during money shots.
When you said woke, I immediately fell asleep.
What? They're woke. KC's hammering.
You know what else I'm dealing with right now? I just had a few pieces of pizza before
Gout?
we came in here. Yeah. I'm dealing with that. A hernia, fat, and you know, like when you ever get like when you eat pizza and you get like a weird smell around your nose, like a weird pizza smell?
No, what?
No?
I get that with fast food, probably.
Yeah.
You're having
not
a
pizza.
stroke, I think.
Oh no! How's your left arm?
I'm good. But I'm getting like there's a smell coming off of my face, like a weird pizza smell that's hitting the microphone and bouncing back, and I'm smelling it.
It was just a plain piece.
I know. It's just weird. All right, that's it. Coming back with a week 15
I don't know what just
picks.
happened.
Here we go. Week 15. We're back. Western Trivia Athletics.
I got some ridiculous picks here.
Me too. I'm excited.
Shit.
I don't care. I'm going 5-0. I feel it.
You haven't done it. Are you the no? You and me. You haven't done it. You're the only one.
You went 5-0?
He went 5-0, and then I went 5-0 right after him.
I don't think so.
Yep.
I wear a suit.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Couldn't wear the glasses. I couldn't see anything.
Some host I am. All right, so we got into week 15. I won.
Amazingly.
Wow, you're an asshole.
Well, I mean, you've had a lot of 2 and 3 in 2 weeks.
Whatever. I'm just waiting in the weeds to
Still,
pounce.
you got all those
You know?
pushes out of the way early in the season.
Yeah, whatever. I'm winning, baby.
Put you in second.
We're starting with the locals, as always, for this season. And I've already decided next season we're definitely not doing this again.
Definitely?
Yeah.
I thought we just brought up the conversation.
We were a ways away, but I'm saying definite because
Okay.
this is painful.
I'm
I
nine-
do all of the other notes and all of the other things, then I get to this, and I'm like, ugh, why do I have to do this again? So,
I guess because we live in New York. But you're right. They suck. They all suck.
yeah, no one cares.
I'm 9-0, by the way, since week 10 with the locals.
Wow, good stat. Now he's bringing stats about his own picks.
Yeah.
Solid.
You're 9-0 with the local teams.
Since week 10.
Yeah, so you're just a good guesser.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Because if you could tell me that, like,
man, this guy
I'm
shit on you.
handicapping these games, those fucking teams are
Tell him
horrendous.
your season's record. Throw in
9-0
a season
on the local
record.
teams.
Throw in
That
a-
tells you all you need to know.
I
is-
am 18 games over
Okay,
500.
I am down by less than 9 games. So right there, that stat tells me everything I need to know.
Listen to me.
Oh my
Okay.
God, you two.
Coming for the crown.
You're not even going to be close,
All right, here we go.
especially with weeks like last week.
Dallas
I
coming
got
to
fucking robbed. Sorry.
Dallas coming to MetLife, take on the Giants.
I had that same pick.
Giants
I had the Browns too.
Giants are 10.5-point underdogs in this one.
What teams are we talking about?
Dallas, divisional,
Yes.
big divisional game here. So Dallas needs this game, and I think they need it kind of bad, but they really don't, and I'll explain that. I mean, they're going to run away with this division, but something doesn't look right there. I mean, they beat up on Washington early, but they let them back in the game.
Yeah.
Like, something's not right there.
Well, they don't have a running game right now because
They
the
need-
running backs are injured.
They need a morale boost. You know that 60% of the stands is going to be Cowboys fans in this game. Easily.
You're right.
Borderline.
Maganellis.
Borderline Cowboys home game. Something looks off with Dax.
Yeah, I can agree with you. Definitely, he's not killing it like he was the last year and a half. I
All that
agree.
being said, I'm taking the fucking Dallas Cowboys. They gotta get right in this game. I'll take the 10.5. Give them the 10.5 to the Giants. The Cowboys win, and the football team loses, and the Cowboys division's over. So I think
Yeah, they'd be
there's a
like
little
10
bit
and
more
4,
motivation.
right, or something like
Yeah.
that if they win.
So give me the Cowboys minus the 10.5 at MetLife.
I like the beginning of your conversation. I'll let Tripp go last because he's losing. I'm going to switch
Do
it
we have
up.
to explain this again?
What? No, I mean he could. Why? I have to go next?
Oh boy. He gets the advantage of going last because he came in last week. Oh my God.
I can't believe we're in week 15. We still do this with him every week.
Well, it's not fair that he comes in last every week.
Also, it's easier to make sure he gets 5 picks that way.
Okay, that is true. We can count him out. All right. I like the first part of your conversation. I'm gonna switcheroo. I've went against the locals last 2 weeks. 10.5 is a lot. I really wanted to take the Giants last week, but that guy, I thought Fromm was starting. Not that Glennon did anything better. I'm just taking points this week. I just have a feel. It's a division game. Maybe they'll somehow get another onside kick like they got last week. I'm going Giants plus 10.5, and I know Tripp is going to take the Dallas Cowboys now.
Glennon wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad, but Barkley had one of his best games.
I believe is the word.
Barkley had one of his best games, and then they run the fucking backup running back to give him the touchdown, so that really boosts morale for Barkley.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Tripp, who you got?
I am going to go with the Giants plus 10.5. The reason being is the favorites killed it this week. At Sunday night, the favorites were 11-2 in week 14.
Wow.
The 2 losses, both teams I had. I took 3 favorites last week. The 2 favorites that didn't win were the 2 favorites that lost that week. That's a great feeling.
It's hilarious.
NFL, you've been hearing me say every week now, underdogs. I said it's going to switch. It's going to flip back. The favorites killed it this week. They were 11-3 total for the week. They moved their season number higher. It's the first time in about 5 or 6 weeks that the favorites have won more games than the underdogs. So I think you're going to see all the favorites. The public's going to be big on the favorites this week. I'm going to counteract that. I'm going to go with the Giants plus 10.5 because eventually they have to cover a fucking game.
Plus 10.5.
Plus 10.5, yeah.
You're going Giants.
Yeah, the Cowboys don't look right, and I'm going Giants.
Just making sure of his pick.
I'm going to write this down.
He's shaving off 3 points.
I mean, there's a lot there.
I thought he went Dallas first.
I got to unpack in what you
I got confused. I thought you said you were going Dallas first.
No, I said Giants were
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Because I think the public is going to back Dallas huge this week. I think you're going to see I guarantee it's over 80% of public money is going to be on the Cowboys.
It's a lot of points. It's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points. It's 10.5 points. 10.5 points in a divisional game late in the season. The Cowboys don't look right. I'm going to buck the trend. I think you're going to see more of a underdogs at maybe 7-6 for favorites to underdogs this week. So I think that's one of those games. It's a trap game. They're putting that line out there as a trap line.
I like it.
Giants haven't covered in 3 weeks, I believe. So
go Giants.
All right, enough. We get it. You got the Giants.
Go Giants.
Come smell my microphone. It smells weird.
Does it smell like bad pizza?
There's no bad pizza.
Maybe it's the cheese. There is no bad pizza. You're right.
Next local, the Jets going down to South Beach, 8.5-point underdogs against the Miami Dolphins. Tripp's Miami Dolphins, which I still owe money for that steak dinner on Sunday. Maybe we'll talk about that later. That was a fucking disaster.
I want to know everything you guys ate.
No, you don't.
So do I.
Everything.
Yeah.
Was he drunk before he ate?
I think everybody was.
Ooh.
Yeah. I started drinking at work.
So you didn't even really get to enjoy the food like you don't remember.
I would have enjoyed it if it was good.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Wow.
Let me tell you another thing about that too.
Wow.
Whoever picks you're damned if you pick the place, you're fucked.
Oh yeah.
With this crowd.
Yeah.
Don't ever pick the place.
Terrible.
It's not worth it.
Terrible idea. It started out the 2 idiots that I saw first. I knew how it was going right away. First thing they said to me is I think this thing we do every year, we should rotate who picks it. I was like, all right, so you're already taking a shot.
First dig.
Yeah.
That was the first
haven't even
dig.
been in the place yet.
Just didn't want to be there. They didn't want to be there.
Anyways.
That. You're right.
Jets Dolphins down in South Beach.
Applebee's.
And I can't do it anymore. I don't even want to talk much about this. But I'm taking the Dolphins minus 8.5 in this game.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not going to give any stats, anything like that, just that I can't continue to be burned by this team. And something I do want to talk about is the lines, what's happening with the lines. Vegas is starting to have the game plan for the 2-point conversion with some of these lines you're seeing. They're moving off those prime numbers of 7, 3, and 4.
Is that why we're seeing 5 and 8?
Seeing 5.5. We're seeing 8.5.
Yep.
They're having to deal with the 2-point conversions and all the missed fucking field goals, which I think is very interesting.
You're right.
Whatever. Give me the Dolphins minus 8.5.
Good point. Shit. Well, I mean, I feel like the Jets almost covered last time. I also feel like Miami, those players have been in Miami for 3 weeks now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're getting real comfortable. They had their winning streak. They had their bye. I can't believe I'm going to say it, but I'm going to take the 8.5 points. I'm going to go with the Jets. I can't split up. I know you guys don't like
So
that
the
I say
Giants
it.
and the Jets.
I'm going Giants and Jets because I can't split them up.
9-0 on the line.
9-0 on the line. I'm going Giants and Jets. They're chunky points. They're They're chunky points.
All right.
I don't know. I just it's just one of those weeks where you feel that way.
So we're having an underwear episode next week when Katie's here for you.
Can't say anything bad. Yes, the first ever underwear episode. Week 16.
Well played. Let me just say that.
I
Jets,
hate that you made that pick because I'm taking the Jets plus 8.5 as well.
Are you really?
Yeah. I love it. The Dolphins have a COVID problem.
Both of you are going against your own teams.
Yeah.
Which is shocking to me.
The
What I
Dolphins-
love is that I'm both of these picks. I'm on my own.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that scares the shit out of me that he's 9-0 and he just made those two picks. But Jets Dolphins always they play relatively close games. Division game late, 8.5 points again, just like the Giants Cowboys game. It's a lot of points for a divisional game this late in the season. The Dolphins have been good. I think they won 5 or 6. They have 6 straight. They're not that good where they should be favored by this much.
It's a lot.
They do have a COVID issue. I think they had 6-7 guys today test
Why
positive.
are you keeping that a secret?
It wasn't a secret. It was news. So you're gonna see they don't have a running back right now. They're top 3 running backs. They're all out with COVID.
Oh shit!
So they're gonna have a practice squad guy, or they're gonna
Good
sign someone
pick,
else.
Johnny Parlay.
Adrian
good.
Peterson.
I'm good. I feel fine.
Nothing you're saying right now is scaring me.
It's true.
I've watched the Jets every game this season.
So have I.
They're fucking terrible.
They are
I hope maybe they could get COVID and it would help.
Probably.
You know, we get fucking Mike White back out there.
Yeah, I think I think Jets plus 8.5.
Good. We're moving on from these teams. This is fucking terrible. All right, on to our picks. I'm
Wasting
gonna go
minutes.
first. Then you're gonna go second.
I go second. When is Trip gonna go first?
Oh boy.
Oh, let's see. That was a shot.
Yeah, that was very nice.
Shot skis.
Come on.
All right. So
We should do one next week.
yeah, we have to. Where? I actually don't think I can.
You can.
All right, I'll do one.
Who's doing right now?
We should do one. We'll do it before the phone call.
All right. If someone doesn't jump on this pick, I'm going to be really embarrassed. So you might not have to go second. All right. Just stand by. All right.
A lot of pressure.
Green Bay coming to Baltimore right now because I've already locked this in. They're 4.5 point favorites. Jump on it now. The Ravens are lost. No Lamar Jackson. Huntley's serviceable, but the quarterback spot is not the problem for the Ravens. It's their fucking terrible defense.
True.
Their defense is atrocious. Packers haven't covered only twice this year. Monsters have covered. This is not going to be the number 3 time they don't cover. So give me the Packers minus 4.5. I already put the bet in. I'm locked in. It's my first pick.
It's a good game. I don't want to touch Baltimore. I lost 2 weeks in a row with those guys.
I'll jump on the game.
There you go. You knew he was going to do it.
I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens
Yeah.
plus 4.5.
Perfect. I love it.
Nice.
It's a rat line. It's definitely a rat line. You got Lamar Jackson, who's hurt, possibly hurt. He's questionable. He'll definitely play it, but again, he's hurt.
He was out with the flu 2 weeks ago.
Well, I'm just
Maybe you should just put a question mark next to your pick in this line and just wait till we'll give you whatever the line is on Sunday.
because the line's going to be if
It's going to be like 8.
it should be 8.
Yeah.
It should be 8 right now. I don't understand why it's only 4.5.
Yeah. Well, my point though, why are you taking it? Because it's going to be worse. It's going to
It
be
makes
better.
no sense right now.
But he's saying it's going to make no sense later. Like,
No.
Yeah,
real
I'm
no
gonna
sense.
bet my money Sunday morning, but as of right now, the pick I think the Ravens. I'm definitely parlaying them as a money line.
I can't believe you could even touch that game after what they did to the Browns and you picked last week.
Oh no,
They're very unpredictable. They're super unpredictable.
It's the only game that literally like it jumps off the page at me and it goes, "This doesn't make any fucking
Every
sense."
time he says this, it's fucking.
And
What's
this is
his record on that? We need to
we need
find
that
that record.
2-0.
No, it's not.
100%. The first me and Smitty had the Vikings. Then I had the Saints against the Bucks the first time. Those are the 2 games where the line makes no fucking sense.
You've said it way more than that.
You
Absolutely
definitely
not.
said it more
Yes,
than
you have.
twice.
2-0 on my rat line of the week.
Week 1 through 6 for the Detroit Lions.
No, that was just me loving the Lions.
I'm only-
That had nothing to do with the spread lines.
All right, Kurt. You didn't have to go second. But
I
now
didn't
you
have to
gotta
go second, but I got to go now, right?
Yes.
Everybody. No, I'm not going to go with that game now. I'm going to save that game.
My favorite part is when you like
When I think about which,
strategically choose which game you're
it's
going to play.
completely strategic.
I get it.
All
I
right.
get it.
So I'm going to take this one. 49ers. I like Jimmy G. I hate Atlanta. I think they're awful. I think the spread's 9. 49ers are 6th at stopping the pass on defense. The only thing Atlanta has a chance of doing is passing because their running game is terrible. You pretty much, I've said it before in the past, you have to stop Patterson. Russell Gage is nothing. He's like a 5'2" wide receiver. Kyle Pitts has been super unimpressive because I don't think he could do anything in double coverage this year. Niners have a lot of weapons. They're on a roll right now. 9 points. 49ers. Go against me.
I'm with you on this one. I got the Niners.
Nice.
They're grooving on offense. Jimmy G's feeling it a little bit. You said Kittle, Ayuk, Debo. The Falcons can't cover any of those people.
No.
I think the the Niners D contains the running backs there. Patterson. I like the Niners in this one too.
It's a lot of points. They could definitely get a touchdown late, Atlanta, but I feel like the Niners are on a roll right now.
Love playing at home too, right?
Oh well, now they do. I think it's like 2 in a row.
He's got a horrendous record at home.
We know.
All right, Trip.
I'm up.
I
I thought Kurt's
so.
up.
Oh, because you picked one. I guess I got to pick one.
No, it goes to you. I got 2 picks in. You got 2 picks in.
No, I only have one.
Oh, you go again.
All right, I'm gonna go Bengals.
I really don't think you should be going now. Now I'm fucked up on this thing. But all right. Go ahead.
Did he just like
think he
sucked
might.
that in there?
I think he
All
might.
right, that's all right. Whatever. I'm going Bengals. They are plus 1.5 in Denver. Did you really sneak that in? You son of a bitch.
Because I like the Bengals too. I'm glad you picked that so
my
I can skip
God.
that game.
Oh man, it's ruining everything. The Bengals are 4th at stopping the run. That's the only thing fucking Denver could do is run the ball. Bridgewater is not good.
Don't you dare.
He's serviceable.
Okay.
He's serviceable.
I'll take that.
He has a lot of weapons that he is not utilizing this year. And I haven't seen any game over 270 for this guy because the running game is working. I'm not saying they're doing the wrong thing. The running game is working. I think Cincinnati is going to come out trying to get back to first place. Heartbreaking loss last week.
Need the game. They need the game.
They need
Cincinnati
they
does
need the game 100%.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Denver does too, very much so. But
Yeah, but Denver's just not that team.
yeah, but if you're on the team and
Yeah,
you have the shot, like even the division's still open.
Yep.
I don't think they're very good. You don't think they're very good. Most of the people watching the games don't think they're that good. They don't have a chance. But I'm sure those fucking guys in the locker room think
Yeah, they
do.
definitely do. And
So
I
they
mean,
need the game too.
and I wrote it down. Bridgewater's going to have to pass to win this game, and the Bengals are plus 1.5. So he's going to have to pass to do it. I think Cincinnati's going to be able to take this one. I would go money line, but I don't have the balls.
It's 1.5. The money line wouldn't give you much
No,
of
but
a
it just looks better on the graphic.
You might have 1.5.
All right, Kurt, you pick again.
Shut up. Nope, I'm not picking again. Go fuck yourselves.
I'll go.
I know you have. I only have one more pick.
I know.
Now I only have one pick.
I am going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers plus 1.5.
Love that fucking game.
What a shock.
Yeah, you love it.
I love that game.
The Titans do not look good at all. I will take Mike Tomlin, 14-3-2 all time as a home dog. Watt is playing. He's questionable, but he's definitely going to play. They announced today. Big Ben's coming out on extra rest. That'll definitely help that old
You
man.
like how he's being positive about Big Ben
Yeah.
right now?
Well, the guy had a great second half last week. He had a great second half the week before that. So maybe we start warming him up at like 10 a.m. and then just, wheel his ass out there.
Maybe there's like a fucking Pop Warner League game he could play in before the
Yeah,
game
something.
starts.
Like
It's-
get those hips cranking a little bit, Ben. He's got to do that Russell Wilson thing. What was it Russell Wilson where you come to
No, that was Dak first.
right. Swivels those hips. We need him doing that thing.
He can't swivel that fast.
With all the ice packs on his shoulder and the walking boot and the fucking sling. But I'm going to take that. The Steelers this year are 2-0 as a home dog. They're 5-3 as a dog overall. I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers plus 1.5.
I love it. I would absolutely take that game. I'm not going to do it here to keep it interesting, but I love that game. I love the Steelers this week.
All right, my last pick.
We know who it is.
Nope, you don't know who it is. Can't touch that game because that's the team that can beat that team.
I hear you. Okay.
The team that can run is the team that the Patriots are going to have trouble with. But Houston's going down to Jacksonville.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Is he serious?
I'm glad you brought this game up because I have something to say.
I don't understand how the Jaguars can be favored in
You're
any
going
game
4-1
whatsoever.
You're going 4-1. This is going to be the only game you lose. I'm telling you. Sorry.
The Texans have already beat the Jaguars this year, right?
Yeah.
Week 1. You had the pick. I think you picked the game.
Yeah, I picked the Texans, yeah.
So this is the battle
Because
of
the Jaguars were favored in that game as well. And
Yes.
I said they have no business being favored.
this is the battle of terrible offenses and porous defenses.
Oh, I think it's a battle of just complete inept coaches.
The worst.
I think Houston looks a little bit inspired though. Like they're playing.
That coach is fucking terrible. Holy
The
Christ.
team's playing.
He has no pulse.
The team's playing. The Jaguars are just going through the motions until they can move on from Urban Meyer. That's all that's happening there right now. Give me the Texans for the season sweep of the Jaguars. I'm getting 3 points.
You're getting 3 points.
That's great. You're taking the Texans and getting 3 points. Say that out loud to yourself. Like it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Love it.
Like it's crazy.
And also, my Jags on there already cashed, so it's a little bit of celebration.
Absolutely.
So have you guys been reading about the new Urban Meyer, like this stellar of a coach, this great human, this great man that he is, that piece of shit. He threw every one of his coaches under the bus.
Yeah.
So they were getting on him about losing. So he had a fight with Marvin Jones Jr. and he was just screaming at Urban Meyer. They had a fight. Marvin Jones Jr. left the facility. Someone ran out, got him out of the parking lot, dragged him back in. It was like, dude, you're gonna get fined. You're gonna be benched. Like, you're gonna screw yourself over here. Like, guy, a veteran, might not get picked up again. So like, come in. It's okay. Fuck this coach. Well, fine. Then he challenged all his coaches in a coaches meeting and called them all losers and said, I've never lost in my life. 3 national championships. And he had the rings out. And he's like, I fucking win at every level I've ever been at. I'm a winner. You guys are fucking losers. And that's the problem here. Then he told them all, stand up and explain your resume to me. Like prove your resume and prove your worth.
Prove why you're here.
There are 3 coaches on that staff that have Super Bowl rings. NFL coaches, position coaches, assistants, they have a Super Bowl ring. This jerk off is in there calling them all losers. Then he comes out. He's doing his post game this week, and someone asked him a question about Andre Cisco. He said about this guy, playing time and things like that. Urban Meyer's response: Cisco's playing a little bit more. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but he is playing more. You know how many snaps he played that game? 0. The guy has no idea who's playing on his team.
It's great.
What a fucking scumbag.
It's an amazing story.
Give me the Texans.
Seriously, dude, it's a disaster. Did you see that handshake?
Yeah.
Oh my
It
God.
was a bad handshake.
Holy.
Embarrassing.
You can't.
Complete disrespect.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't even just be big enough to just say,
He thinks
good game.
he's better. That he thinks Vrabel is just some shitty guy coaching team. That he thinks he's so much better than these guys because he has a national championship in college.
It's crazy.
Hey, Nick Saban went to the NFL. Look how that worked out for him.
Right.
And he's the greatest coach at the college level ever. It's a different ball game up here, man.
Takes a different engine.
I'll tell you right now, I knew absolutely zero about Urban Meyer before this season started. I know a lot about him now.
Nice
Seems
man.
like a
He's a
scumbag.
good family guy.
Seems like a scumbag.
All right. Who you got? Give me your last pick.
I have actually checked the daughter's Instagram, and she's like a CrossFit girl, so she's pretty hot. What?
Your last pick.
No, fuck that. How many does he have left?
I have
Does
one
he
left.
have 2 left? Or
No, I have one
left.
left. One left.
All right,
One
I
left.
thought he had 2 left still.
What are those?
All right.
Those are high ABV. Take
This
5
is the,
seltzers.
No, relax. I'm making sure I'm going right because I know you snuck one in on me before. All right, Saints have beat the Bucks this year. This is the only game I have notes on. Saints beat the Bucks. What?
I'm pissed you're taking this game.
You don't know where I'm going. No?
I do know where you're going.
So anywho, how? The Saints beat him. It was with the other guy, Winston. Tyson Hill does what? What are you laughing at? Why are you guys laughing at me?
Tyson Hill's going to eat your children.
I hate you guys. Listen, it's a 19 to 20 point swing on the point spread. I'm going Saints. I'm taking the points. It's 11 points.
Fucker.
100%. You should
think
pick
so?
that game. Yeah. I
You
do
don't think
so.
that like they beat him this year? You don't think that
Saints have won the last 3.
this guy's gonna look to
He didn't-
absolutely bury him?
He didn't beat him last year either.
I know.
I mean, I'm just going with the numbers on this one. I mean, they should have killed the Bills. They're a very good team, the Bucks, but they fell apart again, and it was a super close game. This guy says every week, Tom Brady doesn't cover. His numbers are always, a little bit higher than they should be. I'm taking points on this one.
All right.
Maybe Sean Payton knows how to play the Bucks.
Absolutely. Look at Brady's against the spread record against Sean Payton. Sean Payton kills him. That was my last game.
Take it.
I love it. I'm not taking it. No. We already have 2 games the same. There's no way I'm taking it. I'm going to win a lot more than that game.
You want to trade your Steeler pick for that game?
No.
What?
I was wondering if you wanted to trade picks.
And give me a pick to be named later. Next week.
next week.
And we'll also let you make a 6th pick this week.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I wanted us to have to pick those Saturday games. That would have been 6.
It would have been fun.
There's
I
only
do.
2
No, I
Saturday
do
games,
like that pick.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that pick because Brady doesn't cover against Peyton. For some reason, Sean Payton's got his number. I don't know why. I don't know how. It doesn't make sense, but he does.
I like the
would love to
points.
see the breakdown of why. So I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts -2 against the Pats.
It's the bet.
Interesting.
I'm going to go with the Kurt Money approach to picking games. The Pats are 17-3 against the spread in their last 21 games at Indianapolis. Indianapolis is due. They do.
They absolutely do.
I think the Colts are going to run the ball. They're going to run that RPO, and the Pats are going to struggle with that. It's going to really fuck. Not that you could really fuck up Belichick, but
Right.
he does struggle against a good team that runs the RPO. Right now, one of the best running it is the Colts. I think Frank Reich is one of, if not the best coach at calling it, other than maybe Shanahan.
Frank Reich's the man.
Love him as a coach.
Who's
John
better?
Taylor.
Who's better out of the bye week?
Both were going to buy, right?
Who's better out of the bye week?
Oh, the way the season goes is telling you it doesn't matter. That the bye weeks have no effect. But regardless, Indianapolis -2. The Pats aren't that good. I'm tired of hearing it. Okay, they're not that good. They're not the number one seed. Everyone's giving them the number one seed in the AFC.
No, you can't give them
they're
any.
not.
You can't give them anything.
No.
But they're playing fantastic. I think the bye is going to hurt.
They have been, yeah.
What's a more intriguing Super Bowl? Pats Bucks or Pats Packers? And you know it's Aaron Rodgers' last game in Green Bay.
Pats Bucks is more intriguing.
Think so?
Yeah, that sets records without a doubt.
Yeah, I would kind of want to see.
Oh,
that
and in the Pats Colts game, Carl Shepers is the lead referee. His crew, don't shake your head. His crew leads the league in penalties per game. The guy loves throwing penalty flags. So it's gonna be a fucked up, crazy game. You know, Bill likes to play his man coverage. You know, he likes to be physical.
All right, you got
Carl
the Colts.
Shepers.
It's a good pick. I couldn't touch New England. I mean, I try to get
I'm actually very
themes going.
surprised.
No way.
I
This
just
is-
thought
this
you.
is-
I
this
thought
is
you
a
were
game
just,
for them.
Thought you were just going to do Tennessee
No.
Patriots.
No. This line moved already, too. I think it opened up as 1. It's already moved a little bit. All right, so recap the week. I have no idea who I have.
I know that you don't have the Giants or the Jets.
I know. I got the Cowboys. I've got the Dolphins, Packers, Niners, and the Houston Texans.
I can't wait to text about that game if it is close or interesting. But
You're
really,
not gonna find that anywhere on TV.
Trevor
it's not gonna be on
Lawrence-
Red Zone. It's not gonna be on the local TV.
I order it
Trevor
special.
Lawrence hasn't done shit. Hasn't done anything. I got the 2 locals. I got the Jets, Giants. I got the Saints. I got the Bengals. And my only favorite, Jesus, is the 49ers.
I got one favorite too.
We're going to take a swing on that one.
I got the Giants +10.5, Jets +8.5, Baltimore Ravens +4.5, rat line. Pittsburgh +1.5, Indianapolis Colts -2.
Wow.
I
Four
hate that you
four
took the
dogs.
Giants and Jets.
4 dogs, one favorite. That sucks.
All right, that's
Scares
it for week 15.
Takeout Takes.
It's coming up. All right, welcome back. West Industry Athletics, Takeout Takes. I fucking hate this.
Get a
Still,
little excited.
week 15.
Takeout
Yeah,
Takes.
that's really a good way to go into it, right? Just that's how you get fans when you just tell everybody you hate the sex.
This is the worst part of the show.
Like fucking Eeyore.
Only for you.
It's not the love, I guess.
Oof, it's a good one.
Hey, Bert.
It's a good one. Sunday night game, big one. We were just talking about it. The Saints.
Wow. If you haven't stopped listening after that epic opening we just had,
All right, well, now you're calling. You're making the calls. Saints.
don't threaten me with a good time.
Stop. We heard when you called fucking Rhode Island. And you
That was a
one of
bad
your
one.
old girlfriends picked up.
That was a bad
She was
one.
very busy. She didn't have
yelled
time
at
for my
you.
surveys.
She yelled at you big
Yeah.
time.
Sean, don't call me again.
I got no time.
I told you not to call me when I'm at work.
But I'll tell you, it's the only call I've had so far that got turned on. I'm into some weird things, man.
You get turned on when the guy said deuces?
No, I get that like made me shrivel up because you called me dog 17 times
Dog.
before
That's
that.
right, dog.
All right, so Saints, Bucks, Sunday night in Tampa. 11-point favorites are the defending
Got the Saints.
Super Bowl champs.
Like the Saints.
I'm fading this streak because they're
Couple
going
of
to pick
Saints
Tampa
bettors.
Bay.
We got
They're not gonna pick anybody. They're sleeping.
5 bars.
That's true.
They're all watching a Lightning game, probably. We've got Ducky's Sports Lounge,
Sports Lounge.
Baba Louie's, Glory Days Grill, Bad Monkey, Ebor.
Baba Louie.
Glory Days sounds like a place my sister would hang out at. She just always talks about the 80s. Glory Days.
And Hammered Harry's Tampa.
Why are you rolling your eyes on that?
All right, who are you picking?
Glory Days.
That's who you're picking?
No, I actually like Baba Louie is the best name.
Baba Louie.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but Baba Louie.
Baba Louie's. Definitely got an answering service.
Think so?
Yes.
Hey, this is Baba Louie's. If you want volleyball, press 1.
All right, Baba Louie's. Here we gooey.
Here we gooey. Baba Booey. Howard Stern's penis.
Watching the Lightning game.
This is like watching a Giants game. Jesus.
One more, and then
One more what?
one more ring.
Oh, one more. I thought you were already.
Baba Louie's.
Baba Louie's. Nobody's home.
Didn't happen. Closed for COVID.
Baba Louie's. It's a good name. Sounds like a fun place.
Ducky's, Glory Days, Bad Monkey, Hammered Harry's.
Pick one trip.
Glory Days.
Glory Days.
I'm reading up on Gallagher and Gallagher 2.
Yeah.
And yeah, he asked permission for his brother's act, but his brother the Gallagher, Leo Gallagher, told him, you have to make sure that they understand it's you, not me. They're not identical twins. They're brothers that look very, very, very similar.
Yeah, they got the.
So he would always go by Gallagher TOO, and then Gallagher
As well.
Right, Gallagher. He had a problem with that. They had a big falling out.
Yeah, I know there was a big lawsuit. Let's call Bruce Springsteen. See who he's got this week.
Can I tell you guys something about that conversation you just had? We just lost 10 followers because of that conversation. So now we're at 9.
9 for the season.
Play ball. Thank you for calling Glory Days Grill. We open daily at 11 a.m. You can now order online at glorydaysgrill.olo.com.
What? That's
To
not a
place a
thing.
catering order, please press 2. To place a to-go order or speak with a team member,
Did
please
she
press
say
1. Thank you.
www? Did you say it's a coming to town?
Play ball. Thank you for calling Glory Days New Tampa. This is John speaking. How may I help you?
John, the Bucks are playing the Saints this weekend. They're 11-point favorites. You think the Bucks are going to win?
I think they got a pretty solid chance, to tell you the truth.
Are you a big football fan?
I am. Unfortunately, though, even being born and raised, not a Bucks fan.
So who do you like?
I like the Miami Dolphins because that's where my family's from.
My
There you
man.
go.
Yeah, I know. They ain't too great this year.
Whoa, we're doing okay.
They're doing okay. Hey, John, we do a
They're doing better. They're doing better.
John, we do a podcast up in New York where we call a bunch of local bars for the Sunday night game. So you think the Bucks got a good chance? A lot of points, 11 points. It's a lot. Think they're gonna win?
Yeah, I think it'll be a little closer than that. I don't know.
I think he's picking the Saints.
I think maybe like a field goal.
Okay, so you think the Saints will keep it close?
I think so.
Hey, listen, and
Maybe not so much on the run game, but
this
right.
guy. And sadly, you're not the only Dolphin fan in America. There's one of our hosts here is a Dolphins fan.
Just as smart as you are.
Trip, say hello.
well, there we go. There we go. That's good
Attaboy.
to hear.
Nice.
Yeah. So you think 2 is the real deal or what?
I think he's definitely doing a hell of a lot better than when he started and first got hurt. That's for sure.
Yeah.
There you go. You're absolutely right. The guy's on a tear lately.
John, how's the food at Glory Days? How's the wings over there?
Talking about losing viewers.
How's the food? How's the wings? Well, we got award-winning wings here.
Award-
Honestly, pretty good.
All right.
As far as like the styles, we got 4 different styles and about 12 different sauces you could choose from.
guy's
So
our next
many
guest.
combinations.
Wow, that sounds good. So, all right, John. So we appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, and next time we're in town, we'll stop in for those award-winning wings.
Awesome. We'll look forward to seeing you guys.
He's
All
taking
right.
the Saints.
Appreciate it.
He's taking the Saints.
course.
Bye.
That guy's amazing. He's our next guest.
That was the nicest person we've ever called.
Could we get him in here and just have him
I
have
don't
us?
even know what to do right
I don't know what that was.
I was about to be a dick, and I pulled back.
You can't be addicted to that
He
guy.
was too
There's no
nice.
way.
Oh my God.
You know who he is? The dude from 30 Rock. Kenneth from 30 Rock.
I want to be like, oh, John, excuse me, how many people you have tied up in your basement right now?
Just
John, I'm just
3.
curious, how many little kids' bikes are in your backyard at the moment?
It was 7 on Sunday, but actually,
You know he still lives with his parents. Absolutely. Without
yo,
doubt.
he was
I
super,
didn't say whose house the kids were tied up in. And
he,
shit,
was,
you know?
he was super nice. He was a really nice guy.
He was nice.
And he took the Saints. He said by a field goal. So
He was
went-
a nice boy.
He's
was a nice
going
boy.
against the spread.
Great employee also.
Oh, yeah.
Good
Award
employee.
Sold
Winning
those
wings.
wings.
4 different
Four-
kinds, 12 sauces.
It's crazy. What kind? You have baked, fried,
Johnny Parlay's mouth was
I know.
watering.
I'm
grilled?
gonna have to go to McDonald's on my way home now.
What else you got? Like sauteed? That's not really different.
I don't know.
Breaded, unbreaded, grilled,
Breaded or unbreaded? Well, no, it's either
baked,
baked, grilled, fried. You can't say bread or unbreaded.
air fried.
No, that's not a flavor.
No, he said types of wings.
Listen,
What week do you think I should drop this futon down so you just fucking
if you,
about that
if you have
today.
the ability to do it, I'll probably get concussed on the brick wall
Oh,
behind us.
Not a good idea.
You'll find some $100 bills back there, though.
I'm inviting that guy over for Christmas dinner.
You should.
I don't know about
He's
that.
a sweet guy.
How many kids you have?
he's
How many,
coming
kids, how many kids you want to keep?
Oh, he's not good with kids.
Nice guy.
As long as you're not within 50 yards of a school, he can come over.
Listen, I'm actually mad I got the Saints now because I thought the Takeout Takes streak was going to hit an end.
So we're saying Saints,
That-
right? He
Yeah,
said
he
Saints.
said he said by field goal, right?
100%. He said it's going to be closer than he talked about the spread in a very
So he's with
long-
me. Sean Payton owns Tom Brady against the spread.
He said that.
long way.
John, what a good guy. Love it.
He's a good guy.
Typical Dolphin fan.
You
Just
see
a
what
great
happens
person.
though? Like you stay away from these like big cities, like fucking Chicago, and you get nice people. You know, you learn nice people. Tampa Bay. We should have hit him with like, John, isn't Tampa Bay like strip club capital of the country? How many you been to?
He would have talked all night.
Yeah,
I know.
he obviously wasn't very busy.
These are the type of numbers we have to save in case we have to call back. John, where you at?
All right, that's it.
Well, guys, if you record on other nights than Tuesday, here's my cell phone number to call me on those nights.
Listen, and if you ever need to know how many outcomes from a 12-sided die, give me a shout. All right, that's
Do
me.
you want to join our rating party in Dungeons and Dragons?
That's me. All right, so that's it. Week 15. It's a wrap. Takeout Takes. It's a wrap. That was a good one.
It was a good one. First down dog. We all got to know John.
A little bit
Tampa Bay.
more than we should have.
Yeah,
afterwards.
probably.
Glory days.
I'm going to call him on my way home and just see how he's doing.
I'm going to call him when I get home and go to bed and try to get him to talk me to sleep.
John, can you tell me all about your wings while I sit here in bed with no bands on?
Holy shit.
And then we have the
man.
lemon ginger. Trademark Buffalo.
We're done with this. All right. Everybody have a good weekend. We'll be back next week. Katie will be here.
Down dogs.
First down, dogs.